Hello Cancer, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to your 2024 yearly reading. We are going to read your fortunes. We are going to bring some predictions, some potentials for the new year. Happy New Year. I want to begin first with these fortune cards. I'm literally holding the fortune deck. So let's find out 3 fortunes out of here. Then I'm going to also add other layers to it to see it in different combinations. Also, if there is an overlapping energy for you by using different decks. So it seems we have something lucky coming on your way. This can be a strong one. It is just right here. And it may really bring some opportunities. Remember Cancer, we are actually ending 2023 with a Cancer full moon. So Cancer full moon is the last full moon of the 2023, the old year, let's say. And this is how we will be entering 2024 afterwards with the influence of the Cancer full moon energy. This is now making us okay darling, I was so concentrated. So we have the okay. Sorry Cancer, I digressed. So we have the Judgment here, and this one talks about especially for soul searching, and I think, okay, the idea is this lucky charm here, or this new opening, is not just some type of I feel lucky today, okay? It's not just like I feel lucky today kind of thing. This luck is definitely lead to some serious changes, and it is making you to get rewired for the new things to come. So the you may find yourself in a time where you wanna like actualize everything, like saying, okay, now this is my path, I choose this, I made my judgment, I'm passing my judgment now, and this is going to reflect itself in all possible life areas. But for the results to appear, you may here need some patience, okay? So there is here the hourglass with the slowing down energy. Some attitude or like approach change is very much needed throughout 2024 as you pass this judgment to some life areas, or something which is going to influence all the life areas there. It will be very important for you to approach your situation with a clear mind there. I'm going to now, yeah, it's like throughout 2024, actually, you may, think like, okay, the hardest part is over when it comes to that judgment energy. Now I want things to move very quickly. You may suddenly think about this. But it seems it's okay if things are going slow. This is definitely for a reason. You know, Cat's Tongyu is very hard it's with I don't know if you have ever watched their Tongyu under microscope in the documentaries. They have this very hard pattern there. So a cat here showing you affection actually is can be very hurting for the skin, and Poop is very big cat, and when he does that, it really makes my skin itch sometimes, because they have a very strong tongue, and it has like this spikes on them. So that's why and I was so concentrated when he's about to do that. It gives that an interesting feeling, but it's of course very helpful for him to clean herself as well, himself. Okay, now the next messages here. The next messages. In this year's readings, my cats are revisiting me every time. I mean, they don't usually show up this much, but for this yearly readings, suddenly they wanted to show up. They started to sleep here before I start reading. So we have also okay, so this is the Nine of Swords. Wow, High Priestess. Yeah, this is the card. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Nine of Swords and the Judgment. There you go. This is the Fool. Okay, Cancer, we really need to talk. By the way, I am also a Cancer myself. And here for the fellow Cancers, we shouldn't make I think throughout the 2024 we shouldn't make progress or some kind of outcome like the end goal. Okay, this is what I think if I want to give you that silver lining, also something, let's say, golden, if I want to, how to say, give you the best shot of this reading, I would tell you that don't make the end goal or the progress so much, get obsessed with it, and what matters here for you is a particular surrendering, this waiting time. This is gonna serve for the best. Okay, things not like it may escalate faster, but the point it brings you is this is with the High Priestess energy. This is not the card of movement. Movement comes later with the Fool. Okay, so here, especially after, let's say, 6 months, 5 months is over, we shouldn't be so fast like to get there. Okay, of course there are significant events take place. They can feel very unique. All these events may have very powerful messages for you. They may really empower and inspire you, but the idea here is that there is something also very intuitive, very mystic, very hidden here. Like only you need to know. It's like sometimes we say we keep it to our own counsel, right? Because here I do feel there is some kind of exploration. With the Judgment, you are not just passing judgment. There is absolutely exploration there, a self-discovery there. To listen to your inner voice will be definitely very important throughout 2024. It's like, the symbolism of our sign with this Cancer, it's not so much fast moving animal, right? It always like goes around things. So this part is our High Priestess. This is the to observe, to be observant as well. Okay, because the Fool is the divine child. This is actually birth, some kind. So all this exploration in whatever subject we give to our focus, or all these later beginnings in different life areas, will be a result of awakening, rebirth, excuse me, and transformation. So I think this central energy, this luckiness, and the ability to create one's luck is very strong. But then, how to say, it is so, I think, crowded with ideas that we really want to assess our life. I mean, in order to make those necessary changes, there is a moment of renewal, awakening. This can be like embracing our purpose, or like revisiting it, what we want to do. Even this may how we wanna spend our days. Okay, there is a really a realization there. I think a Cancer, embracing change this year is not just simply embracing things, but it comes with a self transformation as well. I also feel there is a lot to discover for the eyes who really want to see it. What I mean is, like, you got to be like feeling for something as well. Okay, I want to tell you, if you wanna like make a move around the subjects of, you know, love and relationships, it first wants you to wait. It actually like it recommends you to weigh things better. Like, it tells you, don't launch so quickly, reflect first. Okay, plus the waiting process can be any situation to get major, to do later what we want. We got things, we need things to come to a more mature point, I do feel, and then from there we move forward. Just an example, if you have been, for instance, thinking about leaving a person with whom you have been sharing your life for some time, before doing anything like that, you got to really stand up. You need to reflect, making any decision, because then it may lead you to an error, because maybe there can be a misunderstanding, you haven't noticed it, so you really need to reflect before acting. But it can be also you finally deciding what you're gonna do with a person, and you may really start to this something also more adventurous maybe. Okay, there is some kind of a revelation here. It may come a bit late. Okay, patience, it may come a bit late, but when it comes, you are not going to miss that opportunity. Cancer, that there can be times where you may also maintain some silence maybe about a situation. Okay, and during that also slowing time, there can be some accidental discoveries, or you may be discovering something like unforeseen as well, which is going to make you to find also a new path when it comes to how to go around also things. There are some accidental mysteries to be discovered, let's say. Okay, but this High Priestess period is very important. Well, I understand the message as a Cancer, that how we need to really observe and We shouldn't act quick around things, because after all, you know, we are cardinal signs. We can be quite locomotive and catalyst, and we are initiator actually deep down. But to our cardinal quality here, it's going to be more meaningful if we really do not rush things out. What we have? Oh my. Whew. Okay. Wow. You know, it's very interesting now. I have got this card. Amor. It is energy, which is also the love card, also something which can be like directed to us. So it can be also our love for something, but also, or someone. But also it can be another person's love towards us when it comes to relationships. But here I do feel like, you know, we are likely to, for some reason, the lucky part here is, to me, what we have like figured out as a result of some accidental mastery. It's a really a great discovery, because you see the crack in the sword, crack. So the something on the thinking level in the world of the mental sphere, this crack is actually like a crack in our thoughts, let's say. Okay, it tells us you got to be ready to study, observe, and face some truths. Okay. And you know, you also have the moon here, which is also another high priestess card. And also we have the broken glass here. This is our cautiousness about not to do something wrong. Now, Cancer, I do feel like there is a situation here in 2024 affecting really our mood in general, our emotions, anything that has been like a mental anguish for you or that you have been experiencing. If anything has given you a sleepless night due to making you question your love for something, and if you have been feeling a little bit down, if you felt like you have been doing too much, or if you have become like too involved with something, now it's in 2024, there is going to be, I think, a breakthrough, really, because I feel that you also feel responsible for something here. This is you also accepting that I am the only person who can change this, and I will start with myself, because I do not have any other influences or what happens to other people. And these people, they are also responsible for their own actions. So it's like saying, I'm not gonna worry about everyone else. I got to catch up with myself first. And this is maybe a vulnerable time for me. I'm emotional and psychic. I see things are maybe pushing me to make these changes, but I will first wait and explore and discover more about this, and then I will move forward safely. There is also here some inclination towards expressing your feelings about subject. I think at some point in 2024, you are going to make that speech to a person where you will demonstrate something, or in a very refined way, like you will explain your emotions, because this deep sleep, like this deep search, deep discoveries you've been into, will definitely find expression later. Sometimes Cancers have this tendency, when we can't express that, but we want to show the other person that we are, let's say, hurt, we actually take our presence from their life. And this is like a Cancer way of like giving that absence. It's a very interesting point actually for a Cancerian approach. Like we take our presence from their life, and because we become, like, let's say, so sick of always trying to keep it like you know, doing well with the dealings and everything, and actually deeming other person that they also have their part, that they are also responsible, and we also understand we cannot be everything for also everyone, and in the end we say something like, this is my life, you know, and now it's time to give this presence to myself, and Cancer usually that, you know, moves with a code of ethic within them, and then we try to be in touch with something like greater than ourselves. With this one we get some type of a more satisfying spiritual experience. This is a very Cancerian thing, I have to say. And why I am also saying that this is really moving you this year. Here, if you really want to make a very, you know, this distinct move towards something, wait until, really wait until you're gonna attain some secrets here, like to be later left. But you will learn much. You will learn so much this year, Cancer. You will learn so much. This is the Art Life deck. I'm picking one card from this. So we have a Page of Swords. Learn, I said you will learn so much, and you see there is a person who is studying actually. Page of Swords is an air element. It is actually about learning. So this is also Paul writing by Camille Pissarro. It is a painting which has been painted in 1894. It's in the private collection, and here there is a Buddhist proverb that the artist of this tarot deck is associating the Page of Swords energy. When the student is ready, the master will appear. And isn't the fool is also the student of life? So it's like really, and who is the high priestess with this book? She's also the master. But this is you, like the teacher has already appeared for you, but then you are relieved to your own path. And this is actually a true student-teacher relationship. Like you do not get attached someone or something for all the time. You receive what you can get, they give you what they can, and then let's say you part ways. So because you have some more growth area now, I think I was always talking about this learning and reflecting thing. Of course, for some of you this can be definitely, oh, not yet, the presence of a teacher-like figure. Wow. Okay, so I think I want to get one more card, Cancer, for you somehow. I really felt. Okay, so this is also Nine of Pentacles. Man on a Balcon, Boulevard Haussmann by Gustav Caillebotte, 1880 private collection. It's in private collection, this this scenery, but maybe you know, movie directors, they get sceneries from paintings and they apply it to their cinema. So yes, maybe this has been a painting who has been used as creating a movie scenery, maybe. Maybe I have channeled this. So we have Ralph Waldo Emerson's quote, "None of us will ever accomplish anything excellent or commanding except when he listens to this whisper which is heard by him alone." Hi Christus, yes. How this is like, yes, I think here the main idea is Cancer. How your privacy and you getting yourself like getting committed to something. You get committed to this thing and you like constantly learning about it and expanding from that is a big time. And I think some Cancers, you know, let's say you have this love for something and you thought that it's like forever, but you're gonna see how things actually change later, how your interest, love, attraction goes to another thing. We have the 5th house energy here in the karma cards. So this 5th house energy is about actually what gives us joy in life and what we create from ourselves. That's why it is also the house of children, because we make babies, right? So this is actually the house of, in a way, creation. It's a Leo house. And I think you, Cancer, I feel you will be like so focused in something. You gonna find out what you really love, you go after it, and you are likely to create things like with great precision later. There can be even like some degree of genius in your expressions or how you express your solutions, creativity, your approach. You're gonna have a really, I mean, the soul is really here, have this keen eye for beauty or symmetry. I don't know, some of you are studying anything with patterns, floral designs, or something with plants, maybe landscaping, or something like out of the doors, the Fool. Like you will be into something also. Even you do it indoors, your observations will be subjected to the outdoors. And there is also here a love for music, I do feel, if you are a musician, or there are these timelines. I don't know if you are have to look anything from history to influence your job. If you are looking at almanacs, this different timelines about a subject, but you are going to like go to the corridors, that lanes of history, and like you got to do something maybe comparative there. I think when it comes to the social companions or any kind of social interaction or people, you will be like very exact and discriminative when it comes to, like, say, picky. You will be picky when it comes to the choice of these social companions, lovers, because you don't want like less developed things. You want things like you can grow and open for development. There is like a comfort you can get in unlikely places, which is not, let's say you go there, but it's not really your routine. Or And there you can really meet very interesting people, or there can be some interactions there. Something you're gonna create, I think, something very dignified, very refined. Youth, children, romance, attraction, things educational, things have a social standing, collective, how your soul cultivating. I mean, these are gonna be like your attractions. You can really make communication and shared intellectual interests priority when it comes to love, when it comes to the quality of your communication. Just avoid, something to avoid here will be like fault finding of others. Just try to be the judgment card can also make us judgmental, and maybe can be judgmental with the need to maybe to pass judgments, but I mean we shouldn't be like fault finding, okay? But there can be times when things also not going in the way we maybe something feels off, and I think at that point Cancers can also, I was talking about taking your presence from something and like bringing a more coolly detached attitude around things. I do feel Cancers are preferring one-on-one relationships. Cancers are very actually cautious about commitments here in general, but you wanna like also find a capacity for loyalty. Like you want to find that capacity. Actually, it's not that you go somewhere like fixed terms, but if this person have that capacity, if that place, that subject, that idea have that capacity to absorb the qualities, that values, I do feel like you will be doing something, start to do something technically very accurate. There can be very interesting lessons when it comes to the universal law or what soul is like subjected, like there is some kind of a teaching here. I feel like if you have a child, like you may find your children maybe living home, they may discover their talents, you may be so much you know, spend also time with them. There is some here messages for relatives like parents, aunts, uncles, and like an attitude of a child towards these people or mothers, to be like something with the parents, like you got to adjust a relationship, or your child with you is gonna adjust a connection maybe with you. I also feel Cancer, you are making yourself like so much informed and well trained about a subject that you can even like go and give advice to others for that. I feel you like very getting also interested in politics, like some events. You want to make these informed decisions. You are very knowledgeable when you're gonna voice your reason or views. And there is this also a private time you will be sharing. You really want to give and create that time for people you really love and who really deserves your company, to be honest. You are going to also, I think, have this new views and insights with some close friends or family members. You're gonna in the end like keep people close actually that you find nearest and dearest, but there is also a lot of private space you are creating for yourself, and you really need to give this to yourself. This energy here is making something, like working for something to make it perfect, and how sometimes even you work with a coach, teacher, mentor, supervisor. I think You are finding that capacity also in you. I mean, yes, these people in life can definitely give us direction. They can, you know, reframe things, some things. But what matters is what lies in you. And just the other person need to also see that capacity in you. Like something really borns out of you. And if some cancers needs to make some exposure towards something, you need to expose some truths here. I feel like you are really working hard and getting very informed about something, and there can be also some exposure of things when it is time for you. Don't worry, you will never leave that homely place that you are feeling within you. That homely energy will be always within you. In these processes, you are not going to feel like a stranger. You will pretty much you will feel that belonging. You will feel that home feeling within you. In the end, it comes to a point like where you want to build this life free from the full freedom from any obligation. Like it's like freedom from you like study for something which gives you concern. You are lucky to find about the information, secrets and exposure also about it. And then you, yeah, like being independent from financial concerns and worries, you can finally like give yourself that time. You may also receive abundance from proper maybe management in business or some financial affairs. It's like you are arriving later at a place and now you feel secure. You can comfortably look at from this balcony, or coming and looking for a place. Oh, this would be a nice place to live in, right? He looks like he comes to apartment to see, gonna rent this place, you know, he comes with the code and the things. Everything here is maybe happening for you to integrate to each other. And after this integration, coming to a point where you're gonna enjoy more of the things, resources, physical energy, financial resources. You find your smooth, you know, combined flow in things. Like it's that feeling of there's plenty of, you know, all around me. I'm good with this well-being, orderly, safe, it's that sometimes small successes and victories we win, you know. In the end, it is going to make you fulfilled, Cancer. This is how I felt for you for this reading. Thank you so much, Cancer friends, for joining me in this reading. Happy New Year to all my Cancer fellows out there. I will see you in the next readings. Okay, peace. Bye-bye.